we're going to tax these rich people. We already tax so much in LA, in California. I can't even comprehend taxing more. What's happening is we tax these people, and then other rich people, the champagne socialists, scammers, steal that money because they're all connected to the people taxing it. And then the people that should see the money, the communities, after the Boys and Girls Clubs, the parks, the actual infrastructure doesn't see that money because different rich people stole the money that was being taxed from the rich people.
You're not the first guy to say these kind of things. It's all who can actually do it, who can stand up to what is going to come up against you when you actually try to implement. But really, I mean,
I promise you, I'm the one.
Okay, and I hope you are.
I'm the one. I hate these people so much.
I know.
When you said don't be so personal, it's personal
and
for
look,
me.
It's kind of good in a way that you are the douchebag.
Bill Maher sat down with Spencer Pratt to autopsy how Democrats torched Los Angeles, and the conversation was brutally revealing. Ma dissected how California's radical left dismantled a once great state through performative policies that pandered to the woke mob while helping absolutely nobody. Pratt's take was equally savage, scorching several politicians with zero mercy in the process. So, if you have an appetite for scorching political truth-telling, smash that subscribe button and let's tear into it.
When you said don't be so personal, it's personal for me.
It's kind of good in a way that you are the douchebag because, like, if you're already hated, then you don't have to, because trust me, what you're going to go up against is a state that is just full of special interests, all of which are very, very powerful. I mean, you can't do anything in this state without, like, getting a license or an inspection. I bitched about this many times. I wanted to change my garage door. It was built as a 3, and it really is only for 2. I'm a humble man. It's not a 3-car garage. Whoever built that wanted to big themselves up and tell some chick, I got a 3. You don't. You have a 2-car garage, and that's fine. I have 1 car. I'm a simple man. 1 car, 1 house, 1 plane. Simple person. No. So just to get my garage door changed took 3 inspections. First of all, why are you inspecting it all?
Ma pulled back the curtain on exactly why California finds itself in this catastrophic mess, and the answer is as infuriating as it is unsurprising. The state has been systematically hijacked by powerful special interest groups who have deliberately engineered labyrinthine bureaucratic processes designed exclusively to serve their own narrow, parochial agendas. These aren't accidental failures or well-intentioned miscalculations. Critics argue this is a system of obstruction that rewards dysfunction. The ordinary California citizen, the hard-working taxpayer grinding through skyrocketing costs, crumbling infrastructure, and a homelessness crisis that never seems to shrink, barely registers as an afterthought to these power brokers. Their loyalty doesn't appear to be with the people who elected them or the state they claim to serve. It appears to be with donors, insiders, and the political system protecting itself. California isn't broken by accident, critics argue. It's the result of years of bad incentives, weak accountability, and policies that prioritize politics.
I'm a homeowner. I'm an adult. I don't need you looking over my shoulder because I'm changing a garage door or throwing a frisbee or braiding hair or anything else they want to get their beak wet, charging a fee for a license or some bullshit. This state is all these fucking pigs at the trough.
Let me give you a perfect example. My house burns down. Back to my favorite thing. Ready? No, watch.
Look,
watch.
I'm going to fucking burn down the next one if you don't shut up about the fucking house.
Watch this. Ready?
Oh, boo.
No.
Your house burned down.
Look at this.
You know, but your campaign is fire.
Let me...
Good night, everybody.
So, look at this. They are in court telling me they had no legal responsibility to make sure my house doesn't burn down.
Who said?
The city.
The city.
So, but yet the city, if I want to rebuild right now with my California Fair Plan, $1 million I got, they want to put $1.2 million into caissons into the dirt.
Over results. Maher isn't afraid to say it out loud. Spencer Pratt delivers one of the most gut-punching examples of just how broken California truly is. When the devastating fires tore through Los Angeles and reduced his home to ash, Pratt did what any reasonable citizen would do. He sought compensation from the city. The response he received was as cold as it was telling. The city owed him absolutely nothing. Zero. Not a single dollar for the destruction of his home through a disaster that adequate governance and proper forest management might have prevented. But here's where the infuriating hypocrisy kicks in. The moment Pratt attempts to rebuild on his own land, city authorities materialize instantly, hands outstretched, demanding a cascade of fees and permits. So, the question every Californian deserves answered is devastatingly simple. Where exactly is all that fee money going?
What's a caisson?
They're like circular things that go into the ground deep down to like hold the house together, because now they care.
Well, they sound important.
They didn't care that my house burned down, and they say, so now they've changed the zoning that I need $1.2 million in things that go down the dirt that weren't there for 60 years.
But was your house in a place, because a lot of houses in LA are in places that are precarious, because, I mean, that's probably why the caisson is down there, because
they weren't there.
I know, but like...
Now they want them?
No, but because they've... Oh, the caissons...
They were never there. For 60 years, this house was there.
And they were supposed to be?
No, this is the new thing. So like you're saying, with your three people in showing up, it's just more money. How can we tax? How can we bill you more? How can we have more red tape?
Yeah.
Because it clearly isn't protecting residents, compensating victims, or rebuilding communities when nature and negligence come calling. Pratt's frustration isn't an isolated celebrity grievance. It's a chorus that's grown deafeningly loud across California. Businesses, entrepreneurs, and everyday residents have been voting with their feet for years, fleeing Los Angeles in droves as suffocating taxes and impenetrable bureaucracy make building any kind of future there feel utterly impossible. The exodus spans every income bracket, from working families crushed by the cost of living to corporations quietly relocating headquarters to Texas, Florida, and Nevada without looking back. But perhaps the most symbolic casualty of California's catastrophic mismanagement is Hollywood itself. The entertainment industry that literally put Los Angeles on the global map is abandoning its own birthplace. Filming in LA has become so prohibitively expensive that productions routinely find it cheaper to shoot internationally. In London, Budapest.
We're going to tax these rich people. We already tax so much in LA, in California. I can't even comprehend taxing more. What's happening is we tax these people, and then other rich people, the champagne socialists, scammers, steal that money because they're all connected to the people taxing it. And then the people that should see the money, the communities, after the Boys and Girls Clubs, the parks, the actual infrastructure doesn't see that money because different rich people stole the money that was being taxed from the rich people.
Or Sydney, than in the city where cinema was built. When Hollywood leaves Hollywood, you know California has a crisis too big to spin. California has one of the highest tax burdens in the nation, extracted from residents with the implicit promise that the money fuels progress and prosperity. But scan the streets of Los Angeles, step over the tent cities, dodge the potholes, and ask yourself honestly, where is all that money actually going? The state is deteriorating in plain sight. Yet the only solution Democratic leadership seems capable of dreaming up is taxing the rich even harder. Spencer Pratt dismantles that fantasy with surgical precision. Soaking the wealthy isn't a policy, it's a performance. Because the uncomfortable truth is that the same well-connected elites and special interest groups already feasting on California's dysfunction will simply...
So I actually feel like Robin Hood, because I'm coming in and I'm going to say, where's all this money? We're done with everyone stealing the tax money. We're going to actually put it to the people that have turned to socialism because they say America doesn't work. It doesn't work if we let people steal all the tax money and we have no accountability and transparency.
And find new and creative ways to capture those additional tax dollars, too. The money won't reach struggling residents. It never does. It'll just fatten the same corrupt system that broke California in the first place. And that, stripped of all political spin, is the devastating core truth of Los Angeles's collapse. The city isn't drowning in incompetence. It's drowning in deliberate opacity. There is suffocating bureaucracy at every turn. Mountains of red tape, endless committees, commissions, and departments consuming billions of dollars annually. Yet transparency is virtually non-existent. Nobody is being held accountable. No official is losing sleep over unanswered questions. No politician is facing genuine consequences for decades of mismanagement and broken promises. And the most damning indictment of all, ordinary Los Angeles residents, the teachers, nurses, small business owners, and working families faithfully paying their taxes year after year, cannot point to a single tangible return on their...
Look, I mean, you're not the first guy to say these kind of things. It's all who can actually do it, who can stand up to what is going to come up against you when you actually try to implement. But really, I mean,
I promise you, I'm the one.
Okay, and I hope you are.
I am the one. I hate these people so much.
I know.
When you said don't be so personal, it's personal
and
for
look,
me.
It's kind of good in a way that you are the douchebag, because like if you're already hated, then you don't have to, because trust me, what you're going to go up against is a state that is just full of special interests, all of which are very, very powerful.
Investment. No cleaner streets, no safer neighborhoods, no functional public systems, just more fees, more bureaucracy, and more excuses. When a city collects heavily from residents and fails to deliver results, that isn't governance. That's a failure of accountability. Spencer Pratt threw his hat into the ring for Los Angeles mayor and didn't clinch the victory. But had he won, he would have walked straight into a war. Not a political disagreement. Not a difference of opinion. A full-scale institutional war waged by enormously powerful, entrenched interests who have built their empires on Los Angeles dysfunction and have absolutely zero intention of surrendering that grip without a brutal fight. The unions, the lobbyists, the bureaucratic power brokers, the well-connected donor class. These forces don't just influence Los Angeles governance. They own it, and they crush anyone bold enough to threaten their stranglehold. This is precisely why Bill Maher argues that fixing Los Angeles...
This year, the LA City Council voted that every homeless tent had to be removed from dozens of locations, yet every freeway overpass still looks like history's saddest Coachella. The homeless are both preyed upon and, frankly, a concern that they will do God knows what. You go out for a run in your neighborhood and you have to wonder whether that guy eyeing you on the corner is going to be this guy or this guy.